King Lark's gone. YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. Yeah. I don't really remember where we left off, but we're in November of year 46, so I think we're... Let's double check the GWS rankings. I think we've won or we're leading. I could be wrong. Yeah, so King Lark is winning the sprint, or has won the sprint. If there's not, I still think there's one more race, the China sprint, but I'm not sure. So King Lark he should be fine here in the sprint. America's Dream is leading the Turf GWS series. King Lark also has 12 points in this one. And then over here on the dirt, Ready for Combat, she's pretty much been, you know, at the top of her game here in the GWS dirt. America's Dream with 6 points, but he's not competing here. So we should have a sweep of the GWS this year. And our horses are still only A ranked. It's like actually criminal. And it's not like I'm saying like our horses are like super double S horses. But with these stats, okay, you see on screen here for this 5-year-old mare. She's got 8 grade 1s, 15 wins. She would be a double S horse in Gallop Racer 2004. But 2003 says, nah, not quite good enough. America's Dream, same story. Not bad, right? I mean, this is something you can build a baseline off of. 10 grade 1 wins, 14 wins out of 23 starts. And they keep in mind they both have titles, and still only A ranked. Like, this game is really harsh. I guess they want you to have like perfect horses legitimately for them to be double S's or as close to. Here's King Lark. You see the stats on the right. He's only 3 years old, still growing. See his abilities: 9 grade 1 wins, 11 wins, 14 starts. He's on a winning streak. A ranked. So yeah, this game definitely it's definitely challenging. So, which is why I like to still come back and play it. I think if you really want to improve your Gallop Racer gamership, gamesmerment, you know what I mean, right? This is the game to play. Not saying 2004 is like easy, but like this game I think is obviously more harsh on you for your grading as far as your horses and what they qualify them as. So it's a lot harder to get a double S horse in here than it is in 2004. So with America's Dream here, I mean, does he have another dirt race? The Independence, yeah. So we definitely want to put that away for him. Actually, hold on. We have to see exactly. Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be in the dirt, obviously. Turf, so I think there's only one race for each category left. I'm pretty sure. So King Lark just needs to be in the sprint. America's Dream needs to be in the turf, and then Ready for Combat in the dirt. America's Dream can run on the dirt. I guess I wish I would have tried him in that sooner. So actually, I'm going to put Ready for Combat in an Independence race, obviously. She'll be in the green, but she needs the points, and I think if we can have a good top 3 victory, she'll be fine. So America's Dream. You have to secure the turf for us, which should be the China Cup. That should give you your win. Then King Lark, you need to secure the sprint in the China Sprint. Ooh, I forgot though. Actually, technically the sprint and the mile both count towards the sprint, so we have to choose one or the other. We've been winning at a mile, so I'm gonna keep him on that, even though he's already got the mile champ title. But like, let's just keep running him at the distance he's been the strongest at to secure his victory. Yeah, I just realized that. So with America's Dream, am I gonna skip? We're going to skip this Continental Cup at 12 furlongs. No, I don't feel comfortable doing that. What's your health? 58? He should at least be in the green for the last GWS turf race, so I think we can secure some points with that. All right. So, grade 1 busy. HRG Arrow, our newest 2-year-old filly here. She'll be up in a grade 3. She's not bad. She comes from Electric Arrow out of Frugal Lark. She should have a relatively sustained growth type, so I mean, she should be really strong. With grit and close race okay as her abilities with Auto Dominator. She's already gotten a grit. She's already received her first grade 1 win, and she got that at the Philly, whatever it was. But she's got 3 races in the W column for wins out of her 4 starts. So she should be fast. Her speed should hit 90 at some point. Stamina's going to hit 70. Power as well. Temper's not great. Health isn't great. Funny thing is, all 4 of these horses we're racing with here, they're all half-siblings, all out of Frugal Lark. Of course, we're going to avoid inbreeding. I'm just going to obviously mix in some newer in-game studs and broodmares, because I realize, like, if we go back to the pasture here, before we get into the first race, some of these horses have been back here forever, right? Social Brandy I've had back here for a while. Electric Arrow, he hasn't been back here that long, but he already has a couple of horses here. Common Earth I just put back here. So like Social Brandy's probably going to be one of the first ones to come out as far as the studs are concerned, because Twin Sun, he just recently popped up back here. Same thing with Toxic Waters. I don't even think I've still used him yet. Eastapole, she's been back here a bit of time. Frugal Lark we just put back here. Honeybee, I've just been holding on to Honeybee for forever. One Lady Miracle, I don't really think I plan to use her. And then we have Pale Reef, who we just placed here as well. So, for what it's worth, I mean, most of the horses back here have been placed here within the last 3 years, actually. But we still need to keep it a little bit more fresh, especially since our 4 current horses are all half-siblings. So, when we start retiring them, we're going to have to do some musical chairs just to make sure. But like I said, I'll, get some fresh blood in here soon. And we do have the foal. I forgot to show you guys. Orca's Water from Electric Arrow and Pale Reef. Grit, Dominator, close race okay for our Electric Arrow. Excuse me, Electric Arrow. Who's Electric Ariel? It's actually an okay name for a certain horse. Pale Reef, though, she has stretch burst, come back. She is a bit stubborn, but again, this horse, this filly, already 3-star potential, 2-star discipline though, so yeah, the temper's probably not going to be that great, but she's showing potential. She's showing she could be really strong. But yeah, we definitely need to get some fresh blood back here for sure. Like Toxic Waters is connected to Social Brandy and Eastapole. That's what I mean. It's really like Social Brandy and his sons are back here. Twin Sun is from Mad Courage, so he's a little bit different. Him and Honeybee kind of have their own branch. Electric Arrows, like I said, Common Earth. We haven't used Common Earth or Toxic Waters yet, I don't think. Yeah, because we don't even have... No, there's another Pale Reef horse coming. I can't remember who we did. I'm assuming Toxic Waters or Common Earth. But I really can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look in probably the last couple of episodes. So, anyways, let's get on to the first race of today's video. Hopefully you all are doing well. Sorry, I'm just reading something in the Discord in regards to how 03 grades. Ready for Combat will be up here in this Independence. And she's got a full field of 14. And I think she'll have a decent chance. In fact, she is the favorite. So she's been leading, obviously, this GWS Dirt Series as the 5-year-old mare of the field. Rough Monsters here, that's our competition. Rosie Canary, Fierce Flyer, Happy World, Running Smile. I mean, competitive field, but Ready for Combat. She has really kicked into high gear here. She's hit her peak. Just to take a look at her. 93 guts rating, response is 79, speed is 81, stamina 71, power 80, and everything else is pretty much balanced. She's actually quality. You know, she's got that great heart. She's not going to give up on you. She's strong enough to handle most of the toughest courses in the game, and she has at least above average stamina where she's not going to tire out, and the power obviously helps that. She's not the fastest, only at 81, but still. I think just everything else combined is what makes her super strong. She's able to maintain that staying ability is at 77 as well. And she has closer. But she runs as a procedure, so we make it work. I feel confident. Awfully gloomy day here, though. Awfully gloomy. We should be able to get it done. Should be able to get it done. Perfect Mister with a record here. And we are off. Also for this series, I'm not going to do the real race names because most of these races are obviously in 2004. So eventually, like, you're going to see those race names pop up on that series anyway. So it doesn't really make sense to me to, you know, do the graphics on both channels. Because, like I said, these games are still pretty similar out of the bunch in the Gallop Racer series. And they pretty much have all of the same races. So, yeah. Eventually you'll see the real name, even if we're not playing it in this game. Ready for combat. Rolling nice and smooth here. Nice and easy. Gosh, track looks absolutely gloomy here in November. Absolutely storming, but we are powering through on the dirt here. This would be like one of those like Preakness Stakes races where like you could barely see. I forgot which year that was, but I feel like that's happened at several Preakness Stakes. You know, you could barely see the horses through the rain and the fog. That's what this race would probably be like. So looking good here with Ready for Combat. Nice and smooth. And I'm not even going to give her a tap, man. She doesn't need a tap on the whip. Ready for Combat. Oh my gosh, man. She's unreal, dude. Our girl is amazing. She gets it done. What a win. What a win. Not a single tap. She just goes essentially third, fourth place to the wire. What a win, man. What an awesome win there from Ready for Combat. Absolutely made that look like it was nothing. I have that I'm actually going for a sprint champ title, but since she's in the GWS, obviously, like, this is the priority. And what a win for Ready for Combat, honestly, man. Independence Cup. That should secure her GWS Dirt Championship. She will be a Hall of Famer off of that win. It's 6th length winner over Happy World. Rosie Canary didn't stand a chance. Absolutely smoked the field, man. This is what I mean. Like, she's clearly a double S horse, and the game's like, nah, no, only A. It's like, come on, man. They may bump her up to S rating after this, but like, I'm not gonna hold my breath on that, you know. Still feel like they'll keep her at A, just because. Like, this game clearly just grades on a harder scale, which is fine. It's just, I'm being funny about it. Is it annoying still, though? Yeah, sometimes. But, I understand that's just how this game grades things, so. We're moving on to the Continental Cup here with America's Dream. He's got 10 grade 1s in his career. He comes in here as the 4th favorite. Pretty competitive field, man. Eager Saint, Cruel Love, Deep Wonder, Ardent Mood, Cruel Angel, Naive Mood. Very competitive turf field here, as it should be for this championship series. So Certainly it's our race to win. We really don't have any excuses today. I mean, yes, there's more competitors in this field, but ideally this race is up for grabs, which means we should be able to try to take that away from Eager Saint, the horse in post position 14. So we're looking at America's Dream. There he is, 88 speed, 71 stamina, 85 power. So pretty similar to his half-sister Ready for Combat, because keep in mind, all these half-siblings come from Frugal Lark, so their stats are going to be very similar in the same categories for the most part. Just some more or less. Obviously, he's much faster than his sister that we just raced with. 88 speed, almost at 90. Power helps out a lot. Good feel and temper rating. Guts is at 85. Close race okay, so America's Dream. Also another good horse we want to use. In fact, he'll probably just replace his father, Social Brandy. I'm going to keep racing him until I feel like we should probably put him back there. And maybe we could now, just so we can get a newer in-game stud or something just to freshen up the blood. Social Brandy, we've gotten enough from him. We can certainly replace him. But America's Dream is strong enough where I think he could race for a couple more years. So if we retire him early, we're certainly not using him to his full potential. That's just kind of the disclaimer I guess I would need to make. But we are off here in the Continental with America's Dream. It's a good start for our boy. And we're just kind of going to let him coast out front here. 13 is going to go ahead and charge for the lead. That is Hot Legend, who is, I think, going off at 105 to 1. So no chance for that horse. So let them do whatever they want to do at the front. And I will chill back here with America's Dream. But yeah, I guess the decision to make is whether or not you retire him early and not use him to his full potential, just for the sake of getting newer blood out of our horses, newer families, and obviously, you know, diversifying the genetic change, so to speak. Because we can just have him replace his father, Social Brandy, at the pastures or out there, and he'll take his spot in the barn. So, you know, we could do that, and then that would give us an open slot to try to acquire a new in-game stud in the shop, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I hate the idea of like retiring a horse with 88 speed so early. But I mean, 10 grade ones, he's already proven a lot as a 4-year-old. He'll be 5 years old next year as well, so maybe we can retire him before next year's breeding season. Now, because this is going to be a harder race, we got to make sure we actually get America's Dream on the roll. Is anybody coming for us? Oh, 5 is rolling, man. 5 is rolling. Field is coming. America's Dream is falling behind, man. May have sent him too soon. And he's going to drop all the way to 5th, and not a good race at all for America's Dream. Ran him too hard, apparently. He's going to finish 8th out of the points, and that's actually a catastrophic loss for the GWS turf. Supposed to finish 5th, finishes 8th. Yeah, bad stretch run for sure. Certainly thought he could have held that a lot better than he did, but and that just kind of shows you the difference between him and his sister as well. America's Dream clearly the faster of the two, but Ready for Combat, she has that staying power with the endurance. Yeah, she's running on dirt, but a little bit of a harder surface, shorter distance. So, fortunately, actually, that race didn't hurt us in the GWS turf. Wow. So King Lark is still fine. Ready for Combat, yeah, she's ran away with the dirt, so she'll secure that GWS championship based off of that last win. And America's Dream, fortunately, still clear. And we have one more race in China for that GWS turf. Hopefully we'll do better there. Not going to the jockey, whatever. Yeah, not a good race there. Not a good race. So I guess he's peaked, yeah. He may have already peaked. Or he's probably at his peak. Comes from Social Brandy. Social Brandy didn't have a super late or sustained growth type. He peaked at about 4, so like I said, I mean, I don't like the idea of retiring him with his stats like this, you know, so soon, but like I said, it would be probably a smarter idea to get another in-game stud in our lineup. Again, just to avoid any more half-siblings at this point, since we're kind of getting deep on that. Ironically in both games, but yeah. So no big deal. I mean, like I said, he's got 10 grade 1s, 15 wins, or 14 wins. And he does have a title. And he should win this GWS championship still, so he'll be a Hall of Famer. He'll hit all of his benchmarks. Certainly, I think could have achieved more, but still a mid-champ and all-rounder title. He proved he can win on both surfaces, and he proved he's really good at over a mile. That's a pretty strong horse to me, so I don't think... Could we win more with him? Like, obviously, but again, I don't think we have to prove that. Unfortunately, he'll be in blue health condition again for the China Cup. So, definitely need to secure that victory. Have a much better race with him. Not going to send him as early as I did last time, obviously. Thought that I could do that with him. Apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. And granted, that was going to be a tough race, but still, we certainly could have won had I handled that a bit better in the stretch. So, ready for comments. She's won half of her races in her career out of 32 starts. So she's winning every other race basically, and she's got 9 grade 1s to add to that. $221,000 in earnings. And she's not really showing any signs of slowing down. I don't really plan on retiring her within the next year. I think maybe when she's 7 is when I'll be okay with retiring her, but she's still running strong. I really don't see the point to retire her now. Now I could run her in the Tokyo Cup to try to get this victory. I mean, it would just be adding another grade 1 since she's on a winning streak, but like if we lose it, then, you know, I don't know if that makes sense. And she'll be in the green. So it's like, what are we gaining there? She already has a dirt title as well. She is the dirt champ. So, like, that race would just be to give herself another grade 1. Which I'm not opposed to, because I don't think anybody else is going to be running on the dirt. HRG Arrow, are you a dirt horse? No, you're a turf. So, like, we don't have any other dirt horses, so she's really the only one that could run in that race. You know what? Why not? Why not? She might get Horse of the Year. I'm curious who they would give it to. Her? Or America's Dream? Or potentially King Lark. Because he also has 9 grade 1 wins. Yeah, ready for combat. You have... In my notes, I had that she only had 1 grade 1 win. I don't know why. Oh, wait. I have her... Wait. Who's... Oh, HRG Arrow. Duh. I had my horses in my notes wrong. It's all confusing. Alright, so, yeah, we will close out the year here. And, really looking forward to seeing what awards we will get. But yeah, I think we'll retire America's Dream before next year's breeding season. I don't know if I'll do breeding with him. Got to see what we get from Common Earth or Toxic Waters, or see what we need to do with one of them. But we'll figure it out. We still have some time. King Lark is up in the China Mile. 8 furlongs on the turf here in Hong Kong. Running levels in this field. Scotch Spring. We're the heavy favorite. It's actually not even close. Field of 14. Nobody really stands a chance against the King at a mile here. That's what you like to see. King Lark. Out of Frugal Lark by Twin Sun. Twin Sun is the son of Mad Courage. So Twin Sun was our created original. And he is the father now of this 3-year-old colt, King Lark. And he's only 3 with 9 grade 1 wins. Keep that in mind. 3 years old, 9 grade 1 wins. Yeah, Twin Sun and Frugal Lark, man. That's kind of a lot combination. Gate Rocket and Close Race OK. So King Lark is like literally my ideal type of horse so far for where we're at in this game. He's not the benchmark as far as like the lowest or the highest we'll get. No, we'll push beyond. But this is a good baseline of the type of horse I want. We just gave him the 2 bandages there on the front with the black and the yellow. Purple shadow roll. Still paying respect, obviously, to the great Frugal Lark, a.k.a. Air Groove. Finally, it is a beautiful day for racing. Because, gosh, that storm we were in with Ready for Combat was pretty monstrous. But yeah, if you want a challenge, man, this is the game to play. If you want a different challenge when you're kind of like taking a break from 2004, definitely pop this in. And I think as we freshen up some of our broodmares and studs, I'll definitely start playing this game a lot more. It's just felt kind of stagnant, I guess, just because we've been using the same general rotation of broodmares or studs. Like, consider for like out of the last 6 years, we used Frugal Lark, or out of the last 5 years, we used Frugal Lark four times out of those 5 years of breeding. You know, I wanted to get as much out of her, obviously, as I could, but you know, I definitely want us to start diversifying, creating more unique families. So probably just gonna have to start replacing those horses, to be honest, and retiring some of these horses we're racing now maybe a bit sooner, because they're still only A ranked. We certainly need to get horses the game will legitimately consider S ranked. King Lark's gone. King Lark is out of here. And that's it. That's it. See you later, man. See you later. King Lark gets it done. Oops. Sorry. Gets it done. Gets it done. The Gallop Racer universe malfunctioned with the pause screen. He's such a good horse, but it's not a surprise, man. He's the grandson of Mad Courage, so there's the speed. You see that in him. And then, of course, he has Frugal Lark in there. What a victory, man. What a victory for King Lark. That's his 10th. And that pushes him closer towards... I think he already has the mile title, if I'm not mistaken, actually. So, already a mile champ, from my understanding. I think he just recently won it. King Lark makes it look easy. Adds a China Mile, blocks his face. But... we'll just pretend that's not a thing. 6 length winner over Scott Spring. Easy money there for King Lark in the China Mile. And he pretty much secures himself as a GWS sprinting champion. He will also now be a Hall of Famer heading into his 4-year-old season. Redemption time here with America's Dream. It's good. It's a good day here for the HRG stables in the GWS hunting territory. America's Dream comes into this race as the second favorite behind, again, Eager Saint. It's the same field of horses we raced against last time, so yeah, definitely going to have to hold them a lot longer this time. I think just to send them right on that good explosiveness. His response is 53, so just going to have to hold him back a bit. Stamina is 70, power is 84, staying's 82. But yeah, we certainly have to, I think, delay him a little bit more. Because he had nothing. Once we hit, I think, half a furlong left in the last race, he was, I mean, completely tanked. Like, he was just dragging at that point. So that lets me know, obviously, I ran him too hard. That's my fault, so I'll be more patient with him here today. And hopefully, we secure this GWS Turf Championship. I mean, I think he's still leading by 6 points, but we can't suffer like we can't finish, I think, worse than 3rd. And I'm not even selling for 3rd. Like, it's got to be 1st or 2nd. I won't be upset if we finish in 2nd, but we can't do any worse than that. So it's a good start. And we're not going to chase the hot pace either. Just going to see what the rest of the field does. Just make sure he's in a comfortable spot, but I certainly don't want to be chasing the leaders too much. Bad position. I mean, I can't really do anything, bro. We're on the turn. Like, these horses are, like, not really, I mean, they're kind of running a little bit in a staggered line, so it's not unanimously, like, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. All it takes is a little bit of movement to change the order here, but I'm wondering what the pace is. This game, like, doesn't tell you, like, hot, fast, slow, which is so weird, because, like, it does in the previous 2 titles before this one, and then they took it out of this game. Like, Tecmo was so weird when they took features out of the Gallop Racer games and when they put them back in. It was always so random. We're gonna hold, we're gonna hold, we're gonna hold, now we're gonna go. Now we're going to try to take advantage of America's Dream speed to have him climb in deep stretch here. And this is the run we needed. This is the run we needed. And as I said, I was going to be more patient with him this time. Run away with it. And there it is. It is not a question about it. America's Dream, the best horse on the turf this year. In year 46. The best horse on the turf. The haters, the naysayers, they were like, America's Dream, overrated. Overrated. Can he get it done? Of course he can. And it's another win for the HRG stables. Like, these horses are doing double S ranked horses, like, you know, numbers and victories, and only A ranked. Only A ranked. Like I said, this game is harsh. Oh, very, very, very harsh. Like, what a win, though. That made it abundantly clear we were the best horse in the field once America's Dream got going. You see, last time stretch was B, this time, or actually was D. We bumped it up to S. Position was still C. Whatever. Like, they were running staggered. Nothing I could really do about that. And we beat that clearly by 2.5 lengths. So everybody looking good, man. Everybody looking good, looking strong. And we're going to have 3 new Hall of Famers, actually. And they're all half-siblings by Frugal Lark, or out of Frugal Lark. So King Lark, he secures his GWS Sprinting Championship. This will put him in the Hall of Fame. And he's only 3 years old, turning into a 4-year-old heading into next year. So, yeah, he's been awesome, man. It's really been like the buffed stats of Mad Courage with Frugal Lark. You know, like, Mad Courage has those 2 E-level stats. King Lark doesn't have those. Those were buffed up. So you're getting Mad Courage there. And then, of course, you're getting just kind of that overall quality and balance of Frugal Lark. You can't really go wrong with that. America's Dream, you just saw him. I, you know, didn't do right with him in that first race, that first grade 1, I think, for the Independence. Or, excuse me, the Continental. And then, yeah, just more patient with him. And then we bounced back there to win that race in Hong Kong. And, yeah, he will get his first GWS title. This will put him in the Hall of Fame. And last but not least, Ready for Combat. She's been the best horse on the dirt, and it hasn't even been closer. She's been destroying the fields. She will also become the first-time Hall of Famer as a 5-year-old heading into her 6-year-old season. And there it is, Ready for Combat, your GWS Dirt champion, 5-year-old mare. Gets it done. Just goes to show you, the late growth types are worth it. America's Dream, your GWS Turf champion. Again, the best horse on the turf, over a mile, above the mile distance. America's Dream, quality in hand. And last but not least, the fastest sprinter, typically running at a mile, 8 furlongs, is the son of Frugal Lark and twin son, King Lark here. Secures a GWS sprint. It is a full sweep with the jockey all clear, class win. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not gonna do the like how the celebrations sound. It's a game. It's an older game. I can't remember. It actually kind of reminds me of Mario Kart, like the old Mario Kart on the N64, when if you win like the Grand Prix and you go on the parade and Mario's like, congratulations! Like, I was gonna do that, but I'm just like, I decided not to. I opted out. So we just have 2 more races. Ready for Combat will just try to get herself another dirt win. And a grade 1 in the Tokyo Cup. And then HRG Era, our newest 2-year-old filly, she'll be racing in a grade 3. Try to bounce back after that 2nd place finish in the Canopus last time out. So that's what we got going on here, man. So I'm comfortable with retiring America's Dream next year. I think he is technically now about to start kind of going on the decline. So we'll have him replace his father, Social Brandy. And we'll figure out what we'll do for breeding for there. HRG Arrow, though, she'll be up. Grade 3, Superior Stakes here. Full field of 14. And she is the heavy favorite. Horse Cadet, the 2 horses, supposed to be on our tail. But, yeah, HRG Arrow, heavy favorite. There she is, 84 speed, 69 stam, 65 power, 77 gut, 78 response. So, I mean, she's pretty balanced. Grit and close race okay. She's not going to give up, obviously. You notice all of my horses always have some sort of grit or, you know, close race okay ability. Like, Heart is like my go-to in Gallop Racer. Like, maybe other people really like speed and stamina, and that's not saying I don't, but like my favorite attribute to have on a racehorse in this game, in any of the Gallop Racer games, is a good heart rating, good guts rating. Because to me, like, as long as your horse has a good heart rating, that will help you out in a lot of races as long as you run them right. They're going to get that added, you know, boost, that buffer. I really feel like Tecmo actually put quite a bit of significance on the heart rating, as opposed to, like, you know, maybe it gives a couple percentage points more of a multiplier to your horse than the other categories like speed or stamina. I'm not saying I can confirm this, but I feel like it does have some sort of truth to it. Think about it. You can have a really fast horse with 90 speed, but if that horse has like a 32 heart rating, you get in a close head-to-head, that horse's day is done. It's basically like Golden Monster, right? Golden Monster has close race, not good. She's one of the fastest horses you can run with in the game, but the second she gets in a head-to-head lock with the horse, she's done. And it's just a waste of that speed. I would rather have a slower horse with a better heart rating, you know? Okay, a little contact here for HRG Arrow. Still a little bit of contact. Look how much stamina she has. She's not really running that hard. Okay, now we'll send her. Now we'll send her. Oh, HRG Arrow. She's an absolute lightning bolt, man. She takes off in stride. HRG Arrow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this girl can run, man. This girl can run. What speed there from HRG Arrow. From Frugal Lark out of Electric Arrow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Again, another half-sibling of King Lark, Ready for Combat, America's Dream. They're all half-siblings. They're all half-siblings out of Frugal Lark. And, wow. HRG Arrow's pretty fast, man. 7-length winner, destroys even Rockin' Horse Cadet, not even close. Gosh, like, why are... I swear, I'm not even being biased. I just think based off of how our horses are performing, they should be at least S-ranked, let alone double S. But, like, the game is still keeping them at A. I'm just like, what's the beef, man? Like, why is the game so critical in regards to how it's grading your horses and their performance? Like, clearly this is not enough for these horses to be considered S-ranked, even though they're technically doing what Toxic Waters, our retired stud, was doing, and he pretty much had the same stats and similar records, but he was S-ranked. These horses are doing the same. I think they're actually doing a little bit better than Toxic Waters, and yet they're only A-ranked. Anyways, we're closing out the year here in the Tokyo Cup, 10 furlongs on the dirt. We are the favorites, co-favorite with the 13-horse Night Falcon. There's really nothing for her to lose in this race. She's just gaining another Grade 1. She already has the Dirt Champ title, so Ready for Combat. She really has nothing to prove. We're just trying to, I guess, pad stats at this point. I am going to look to see if there's another title I can chase with her on the turf. I'm not sure. I can't remember what her turf rating is, actually, to be honest. I think she's definitely won a Grade 1 on the turf. I just can't remember what. So we could try a turf title, but if not, I could retire her pretty soon. Oh, all-rounder is what I'm going for. So she's got to win on the turf. I think she has to win on the turf. She gets out so well all the time, man. Yeah, next we'll probably chase something on the turf for her. You know? But if there's really no title that I can reasonably acquire with her, she might also be retired early. I mean, she's about to be 6 years old. America's Dream is about to be 5, you know. It's not as if we're retiring them as 3-year-olds. Like, they've been on the track a couple of years, right? So, I think we've given them, obviously, a good racing career. They're hitting double digits on Grade 1s. They're having Not a bunch of titles. Like, I don't really want to obsess over that. Like, if a horse can win a bunch, obviously I go for it. We did that with Social Brandy. Vivid Legend was kind of like that. Toxic Waters, a little bit. Frugal Lark, we won a bunch of titles. Like, if we have a horse like that, of course, we're naturally just going to win a lot of titles because we're going to be running that horse in a lot of different races. But for horses like this, if their main priority is dirt and we achieve what we need to as far as GWS dirt and a dirt champ title, we don't really need to push them that much further. You know, they've proven they're good at what they're supposed to be good at. Guys, Ready for Combat is so tough on the dirt, man. It's insane. She just has another gear. She just absolutely kicks in. From Frugal Lark by Crimson Art. But Crimson Art's one of the best dirt horses in this game. I mean, I would stand by that. Especially at like the domestic level. And I won a lot with him internationally as well. I mean, Crimson Art, he's always been one of the best horses of the game since the beginning. So, what a win for Ready for Combat, man. She gets it done again. I put her in that race just to put her in. She's just really just running circles around the field. Like, she's so good on the dirt. I had not anticipated she would be this strong. I was having hopes that would be the case. I actually love that photo pan. I wish that could just be like the animation for most of the screenshots. I think it gives you a really good overall look at your horse and like a really good animation. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Runs away with it. Another grade 1 victory for Ready for Combat on the dirt. That gives her her 9th or her 10th. I think that gives her her 10th grade 1 win. So, yeah. 3 out of the 4 half-siblings, all with double-digit 10 grade 1 wins. If that doesn't tell you consistency, I don't know what does, bro. Anyways, yearly classifications here as we end the year. HRG Arrow, our 2-year-old filly, she ends up hitting a 122 on the board, so not bad. She comes in as the 7th best horse of the 2-year-olds, heading into her 3rd 3-year-old season, which is good. She's still finding her footing. She's going to continue to get stronger. She's extremely fast. You saw in that grade 3 we won with her a couple minutes ago. 3-year-old turf category, 135 on the mile for King Lark, 132 on the sprint, and 133 on the mid. So, yeah, it's 135 for the mile. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was maybe at least 137 or 138, but I'm not gonna be upset about that. That's still great. I'm just happy that King Lark really just turned out to be what he needed to be. We have no 3-year-olds on the dirt. America's Dream gets a 136 on the mid distance for 4-year-old turf, 134 for the long, and 128 for the mile. So again, consistent horse pretty much across all 3 surfaces. I mean, that's good to see, right? You know, that your horses don't just have one number in just one category like the mile or the mid column, but like they have numbers in, you know, 3 out of the 4 categories for King Lark, and obviously 3 out of the 4 categories for America's Dream. That means these horses could run anywhere from the mile distance, even a sprinting distance, all the way up to the mid, potentially a long distance. And then here for 4-year-old dirt, America's Dream, still 130 for the short. America's Dream is actually extremely well balanced, man. He hit the classification for every board, except for sprint. Except for sprinting on the turf, he was ranked for every category. Mile turf, mid turf, long turf, short dirt, and long dirt. That's amazing, man. If that doesn't tell you quality and consistency in that 4-year-old colt there, I don't know what will. Ready for Combat hits... Rough Monster hits a 133 for the dirt on mid-long. Are you kidding me? Wow. And there it is. King Lark, Horse of the Year. So that's going to be another title for him. Best Sprinter also goes to King Lark. The World Mile Cup win. That sealed it for him. Huge stage. Ready for Combat, of course, she's going to get the best dirt horse. Universal Cup. She looked really strong there. That's how I knew it was going to be a good season for her. And I remembered me saying that back in that episode. So, wow, that is great for her. America's Dream is going to get best older horse, as he should with his World Turf Cup win. And best older mare goes to Ready for Combat. So, yeah, that's amazing. Best 3-year-old colt, without a shadow of a doubt, obviously goes to King Lark. Yeah, man. What a year. What a year. I mean, look at those races. World Mile Cup. We won either at the Universal Cup or the World Mile stage. I mean, we won at the Breeders' Cup or the Dubai World Cup, basically. Like, huge races, man. We're winning at some of the biggest races in the world, realistically. Like, these horses have... Frugal Lark is amazing. If you get her in your game, like, use her. Use her with the right stud. And another title, Horse of the Year for King of the Lark. Wow. 34 meets we ran that year. 26 wins out of them. 76% win average. Your boy wasn't losing that much. That doesn't happen over here anymore. We finally have the horses. Remember, it was a grind in the beginning. It was a grind. Losing was quite common in this game in the beginning. It's so weird that you can run the Dream Series every year in this game. Like, it kind of takes away a little bit of the excitement. And to be honest, I don't really feel like running it this year because we have no new horses for these categories. Like, we have to wait till we retire the group of horses we just got all those awards with. So, actually, I'm going to skip the Dream Series this year. And to think, we still have to sweep that thing, and there's still horses to unlock. So, even though it seems like we're actually, like, at the end point of this game, obviously we're not. we still have work to do. But we're looking good going there. So, ready for combat, she has peaked. Her stats are going to start to decline. She's 6 years old now. Yeah, so she's 6 years old. And America's Dream is 5. Like I said, they could both still continue to race. They really could, but again, we need new blood back there. So I think so we can try to get some new horses. We're actually going to retire them now. King Lark, he'll still keep running because he's 3 years old. He can still run for as long as I need to run him for the time being. So yeah, I'm going to save America's Dream and Ready for Combat. Like I said, I might still want to try a turf campaign with Ready for Combat, but we'll check to see if she's had any success in the past on the turf, if I can speak correctly. Because that is going to dictate whether or not we run her there. First of all, can you even run on the turf? Okay, so she really is just a dirt horse. I mean, I'm sure she'd be okay on the turf, but like, would she be winning grade 1s out the wazoo? Probably not. I think she's had a good career, man. 33 meets, 17 wins, 10 grade 1s. And then she'll retire as a Hall of Famer. I mean, 2 titles. Like, right now, it's all we need, man. Dirt champion, GWS Dirt, and her surface is dirt. So she retires as a really solid dirt horse. And she's 6 years old. I think she's done enough. And then we look at America's Dream here. He's still very strong. I could continue to race with him for sure. 15 wins. 11 of those are grade 1s out of 25 meets. And he has 3 titles. Mid-champ, all-rounder, and GWS Turf. Again, another horse that could still continue to run, but do we need to prove more? Again, I think we need to get some newer in-game studs and brood mares in our rotation. So, again, just to show you what I would plan on doing. Social Brandy, we would replace him with America's Dream. Obviously, father replaces the son. And then with Ready for Combat, I would probably just have her replace One Lady Miracle. I don't think I'm going to use her because she still comes from Social Brandy. Too much Social Brandy going on here. So I'd probably have Ready for Combat replace One Lady Miracle. And then we would have 2 spots for, you know, a new foal this year. I mean, a new horse that we could obviously breed. A new horse that we could get from breeding, which would obviously become a foal or be a foal in year 48. And then we could still at least acquire 1 more horse in the shop here. So I think that's the best plan. Like I said, I really would like to continue to race America's Dream more, but again, we want to still get more diverse horses. We still want to get the true double S horses, according to this game. So, you know, America's Dream and Ready for Combat, actually. Yeah, both of these could at least give us a chance to get a double S horse very soon if I retire them from breeding now. So, That's what I'm going to do. Like I said, we can get some new blood in here. It's too many half siblings, so we certainly have to. We certainly have to clean up the rotations. These horses are doing what they need to do for their respected surfaces and distances, so they're serving their purpose. And again, when we have a horse that we can chase a bunch of titles with, obviously we'll do that. King Lark maybe could be that horse, but probably not, because since he's from Twin Sun, like his father, Pete's Really Quick, Mad Courage, like this is like, it's actually weird. Crimson Art has a pretty late to sustain growth type. Crimson Art produced Honeybee. We used Honeybee with Mad Courage. Mad Courage has an early growth type. So does his son, Twin Sun. It kind of stinks, I guess, that because I think Crimson Art was on... If Crimson Art was like directly connected... I mean, I guess he is. No, he still is connected. But I guess I'm saying if Crimson Art produced a stud instead of a mare, you know, a Colts instead of a filly, essentially... I think then the growth type in this family would be sustained, but that's the thing. That's not the case. Which is weird, even though Honeybee has Crimson Art's growth type. But then I forgot, once we used Mad Courage, that became the dominant growth type, which was the fast. So, realistically, I'll be curious to see when he actually starts to really go on the decline. Like, he should be peaking, actually, probably pretty soon, unfortunately. But we'll see what we can do with him. HRG Arrow, she's just getting started, so... But yeah, we're going to go ahead and retire America's Dream into the Hall of Fame to follow Eastapool, Social Brandy, Frugal Art, Toxic Waters, Electric Arrow, Pale Reef, One Lady Miracle, and Common Earth. So there goes America's Dream. He will replace his father, Social Brandy. And of course, they only give him A ranked. Again, I could have raced him a lot longer, but it's not the point. Ready for combat. Gosh, I mean, we could try her on the turf, but like, is it really worth it? I think we need spots right now. I do. I mean, again, both of them could continue to race, but it doesn't really seem like there's much more to achieve, you know, like, but there's no grade 1 turf races for her until March, and it's like, then am I going to race her another year just to see if she could win on the turf? I just don't feel like doing that, so I will retire her. She will, of course, also join her half-brother and her stablemate in the Hall of Fame behind America's Dream, and she will replace, technically speaking, I mean, having 4 foals from Frugal Lark, I probably need to get her out of here. And it's a shame to feel like that, but because we have 4, I don't think we need any more horses from Frugal Lark. I think we have enough. So, I'm actually going to have ready for combat. I think replace her mother, Frugal Lark. Because again, Frugal Lark has served her purpose. She's given us 4 awesome horses. And, yeah, A ranked, yeah, same deal. But again, we need to keep the bloodlines fresh. So, you know, once we get a couple from the same Brumere stud, we need to get them out of there. So America's Dream comes back here. Double S classification. Response and health, obviously, I don't like the way those Ds look. Those D rated stats look, but again, he has the benefit, like Toxic Waters, of having the sustained growth type at least. So, like, again, he will continue that on from his father. And again, this horse has the quality of Frugal Lark and Social Brandy, so even if his stats on the right don't look that impressive, keep in mind this game really does reward you for strong pedigrees, especially if you are able to be successful with their horses and their offspring. It really does seem to give you a pretty big boost in future horses. So his stats may not look that great, but his pedigree is going to really help. That's been a common theme I've noticed with our best horses. Electric Arrow, I'll probably be replacing him soon because I think there's already 3 horses from him that will be from him between, you know, end of this year, early next year. Common Earth, I can't remember who I did. I don't know if I used Toxic Waters here or if I used Common Earth to give us the foal that'll be coming in 3 months. I genuinely can't remember which one of them I used. So I would like to get a little bit from Common Earth, but as well because he's so, I feel like he's pretty, outside of that power and health rating, obviously, I feel like he's solid enough. He has good abilities. I would really like to be a little bit more picky with what we do with him for breeding. Gosh, him and Ready for Combat, I think about it, actually. Common Earth and Ready for Combat could give us an insane dirt horse. You're taking Common Earth and breeding him, or, you know, using him for this option here with Ready for Combat, who comes from Frugal Arc by Crimson Art. I mean, yeah, this pedigree is definitely turning into just nothing but just power, raw power and dirt. That's really tempting. Common Earth and Ready for Combat. That's pretty tempting. Because, like, as far as dirt, I mean, they're the only dirt horses we have. Like, Electric Arrow is all around, obviously, but, like, Common Earth is our legitimate only dirt stud. So, if we want a legitimate dirt pedigree, then yeah, Ready for Combat and Common Earth might be the go-to this year. I'm actually really happy I retired her because I think that'll be awesome to look forward to. I can't even imagine what type of dirt horse we could get from them. Last corner leader, closer, spurt. That could be a record-breaking like type of dirt horse, man. And I'm assuming the turf rating probably still won't be that great. But yeah, I would want to try to win. There's definitely a couple titles I'd want to chase that we could try to at least try to chase with that type of dirt horse. So that's probably what I'll do. America's Dream, like I said, you know, we'll wait to kind of figure out what we'll do with him. Social Branding and Frugal Arc. I don't really want to use him with anybody here, to be honest. I kind of want to wait till we get like a new in-game broodmare or something back here. I think that would be a little bit better to do with him. So, but yeah, Common Earth and Ready for Combat. I think that's what we got to do this year. Definitely think that's what we got to do. Get us another really strong dirt horse because we already have a bunch of turf. Let me do a quick save, and then we'll look in the shop to see if we can find anything. So that was a lot of racing. Obviously, we'll be able to get through the year a lot quicker now that we're not out of the GWS title hunts. At that point, you're doing so many races just to make sure you're getting the points to win the championship. So the season mode drags on, but now we should be able to breeze through. So we had 2 spots again. I'm gonna leave 1 open for breeding. Common Earth and Ready for Combat, I think, is what we do this year. Give us another really amazing, probably the best dirt horse we've ever had in this game. And possibly a dirt horse that could beat some of the best horses in the game without a sweat if it goes according to plan. Now, studs wise, I think we're okay. I think we need fresh broodmares, so we need to look for like a filly, and of course, there's like no fillies. I forgot. This is the issue with my game. Like, it just doesn't give me fillies in the shop. It's in the market. It's so annoying. Ultimate Fan is here. Like, yeah, a 6 temper. Why? Why would I ever touch? Why? Great Dancer. Holy crap. Second Wind. Why is Great Dancer so cracked? What is this? Only 83k. Every stat is in yellow or the red guts rating, and then there's just that one measly 59 blue health rating. Good on turf, great on the dirt, can run as short as 6 furlongs, and can run as long as 16 with an early growth type. This game doesn't make sense. And only 83k. Ultimate Fan was worth way more than that with 6 tempers. Is that a joke? No, seriously, look. Great Answer. Only worth 83k. Ultimate Fan. I know sustained. And worth 139K. And keep in mind, that temper rating is never going to get good. That temper rating will, like, what, top 26, if that? Like, absolutely abysmal temper rating. Not very gutsy either. 51 hearts. He gets in a head-to-head with the wrong horse. He could very well call it a day. Stamina, speed are good. Power, 46. That's not touching 70. Feel, 30. That's not touching 60. Like, okay, yeah, he can run on turf or dirt. Sustained growth type, but I guess he's clearly the type of horse where if you can weather the bad temper, sure, he's strong. I know he's strong, but it's just like the value of giving him 50,000 more points than Great Answer is crazy to me. That's just me personally. So, Great Answer. Since you peak really early, I'm just gonna have to race with him as much as I can because we can. He has Dominator and back-to-back okay. So we'll start him off actually in an open 8 furlong, and we're gonna do that now. HRG Arrow. She went on the turf at 7. Yeah, she's really fast. I wonder if yeah, she's probably a really strong sprinter and a miler in the mid-champ type of territory. We're gonna run her in another grade 3 at a mile. Give her that good tune-up. King Lark. His 4-year-old campaign, I really don't know what to do with him, to be honest. I kind of want to think on that. I don't know what happened to the beginning part of the race. You guys really didn't miss anything. So, we're here. Great Dancer is really explosive. I don't think I need to go too soon. But, yeah, there you go with Great Dancer. Like I said, why is this horse only 83K? Doesn't really make sense to me, but alright. If you say so. Gallop Racer. So this horse is like Mad Courage, but like Mad Courage on steroids. That's really it. Why do I feel like this is a horse that like nobody talks about? Great Answer. Certainly we have discussed it, but it's not like a common horse to discuss when it comes to like studs. And of course the early growth type is probably a little bit of a deterrent, but the horse is so well balanced and so strong really. Like I said, the horse doesn't really have a weakness. The growth type is the weakness, quote unquote. So if you could figure out a way to get Great Answer stats through a pedigree and then just extend the growth type, I mean, that's where you get that. That's how you kind of like, hack the game. It's a little bit tricky, but I mean, he's already ready to go again. Unreal, dude. I'm definitely going to try to get an extended growth type in this horse for sure. That's like a goal of mine now. It's like a definite goal. Actually, you know what? We'll end with these 2 races. A little bit of a longer episode today. Or it could be even longer than this. I'm getting a little bit tired, so I might just take a break and come back. But, yeah, actually, let's just continue to just kind of get through this year. Make some progress. It should be easier for me to edit as well. HRG Arrow, up in a grade 3, field of 14, yielding conditions. She is the heavy favorite. So yeah, she seems like she's going to be really strong at a mile. Yeah, she will be our fast sprinter miler, and maybe some mid-champ type of range. Like, I'm sure she can run over a mile. Like, her stamina's at 70, so she definitely has some lungs on her. She should be fun, man. She should be really fun. Yeah, we're just going to have to use in-game studs, and then just, of course, continue to diversify the families from there. If we have an in-game original stud, we'll somehow need to breed him with an in-game original filly that, you know, obviously there's no connections, no inbreeding to. It's a little bit difficult because so many horses are half siblings coming from the same mother, but we'll figure it out. Eastapool, we actually haven't used her a lot now I think about it. She's been back there for a couple of years, but I think I've only used her once. I think. I mean, actually, have we used Eastapool yet? I thought we did. Maybe, I thought we did. Maybe we didn't retire the horse for breeding. Or maybe we didn't use the horse for breeding. That has to be it, right? Ah, okay, it said we were stuck on the hip. That's weird. HRG Arrow is so fast, man. Oh my gosh. Look at her go! Look at HRG Arrow go! Oh my goodness, what a horse. Yeah, she's got lightning bolts, man. She's got absolute lightning bolts running through her veins. That was almost like a last to first. I didn't mean to really run her like that. I kind of got distracted and didn't realize how close we were till the end. I have to watch that replay back. Oh my gosh, dude. HRG Arrow is insane. She's so fast. This is something in this game we're not doing in 2004. We're getting such like fast, like type of like quick turn of foot horses, or we're getting fast, like kind of last to first closers. It's insane, man. And it's not as if I'm even like specifically targeting like certain breeding pedigrees. I'm not doing that. I mean, it feels like it's easier to get better breeding combinations in this game because you can only do breeding once a year. So like, you know, as opposed to looking for 8 different foals and trying to figure that out, you're really focusing just on 2 horses every year for breeding. And you have more time to really understand what you're going to get. So she's navigating traffic and then she's just going. The jockey looking back. Yeah, did not want HRG Arrow to catch him. Look how she's reeling in, man. Look at the ground she's covering. She's absolutely moving. Yeah, man. HRG Arrow, so powerful, so quick. That is an awesome ride. That's an awesome horse. I gotta save that replay as well, man. Yeah, it's not even like I'm specifically looking for like really fast horses. I just feel like the way I'm doing the breeding, I'm just putting the right combination of horses together actually, and we are getting that speed, which really is a speed complemented with the really good power. Obviously, the good guts rating, that obviously helps. That keeps the horse continuing to drive and they're not getting as tired. A good stamina rating helps. I think it's obviously all the other stats that are really helping to complement one another, and that plus a decent speed figure is what makes her seem like she's flying. Her speed is only like 84, so she's not even a 90 speed horse, but clearly all of her other stats are giving her that kind of that illusion of having 90 speed, but the game's only recording 84. So great answer, up in a grade 3 again, favorite. I guess the deal with this horse is just to win as much as possible in 1 year. That's why back-to-back is there. That's why Dominator is there. Yeah. So we could race this horse probably, no kidding, like 30 times this year. That's not even an exaggeration. That's probably what I'm going to do. Like, we can race him 30 times this year. And that's good because then we can retire him. He'll be a fresh new in-game stud. We can get back there. We could use him again with maybe one of our in-game original brood mares. That can be a new family and a clean start, right? Again, you know, we can get a lot of new families going here, and he can certainly help. But yeah, we can definitely race him 30 times this year, I'm sure. I'm going to race him as much as I can. I'm not even joking. A race that's ideal, and as long as he'll be in blue or green conditioning, I'm going to put him in the race. Because clearly the goal is just to do as much as you can with him. Now, there's no grade 1s for the first 3 months, so obviously I'm just going to have to stick them to these grade 3s and grade 2s and opens. But once the grade 1s pop around, we'll focus on the easiest ones, which will be sprint champ distances, 6 furlongs, 7 furlongs, 8 furlongs. We'll just run him in most of those races. Maybe the occasional 9.5 or the occasional 10 furlong grade 1 if they pop up. But he's got to attack the sprint and the mile distance first. Get those out of the way. So so fast, man. Great answers. Insane. Of course, he was, I mean, such a heavy favorite in this race. Yo, when you find the good horses in this game, they're really good. That's what I've noticed, and that's a given. But seriously, when you find the gems in this game, they're really like, whoa. They're super out of this world, man. Great answer. What? Our horses look so fast, man. It's just crazy. 8th winner over Cool Hawk. And Cool Hawk is not a slow horse by any means, so yeah, that's wow. 83. I'm still cheesed about that. I cannot believe they had that horse so lowly rated. That's criminal. Seriously, who cares if it has an early growth type? You can do so much damage with a horse with those type of stats. It doesn't make sense. And he can run any distance. He can run 6 to 16 furlongs. Like, what do you mean he's only worth 83,000? That is crazy. Second win is a good latent ability to have. The auto abilities are obviously one of his key strengths as well. Look at, not a single bad stat. Health at 60. That's not bad. You can work with that. And he can run on turf and or dirt. He can run virtually anywhere for as long as he wants or for as little as he wants. And he can be extremely competitive. And only worth 83,000. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no arguing in defense of that. There's zero defense. That's getting thrown out. This horse should be worth over 100K. Like, the game goofed. I do want to try him on the dirt, so we're gonna run him in the 7 furlong open because why not? Like HRG Arrow, like she's only 84 speed, but she seems like she's like running, like she seems like she's lightning, just moving through, you know, the air. But she has a great response rating as well. I know that helps. 5 wins out of 6 starts. Just waiting on a grade 1 to pop up for her. She's really not going to have too many of those. Run her in another grade 3, which will be the Queen Stakes or the Aquamarine. 3-year-old fillies here. What's the weight condition? 128. What about here? 128 for this race too. All right, we'll just race her against the girls. Should be an easy one. Let's see how our little 1-year-old filly Orca's Water is developing. Has she gotten any stronger? Oh wow! So she's 4-star potential, 4-star finesse, 3-star toughness. And like I said, she's not gonna have a great temper, but I don't suspect she'll give us a problem. She'll be stubborn, but shouldn't be to the point where it will hurt our performance with her. So, I mean, she's turning into a 5-star potential horse. She just turned 1 year old. She still has a whole nother year of development. She'll basically be a 5-star horse. Pale Reef was really good, man. Pale Reef was really good when I ran her on track. So, yeah, she should be strong. She won't have a good temper, but I can work with that. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Oh, I wish there could be in-game fillies popping up in the shop, but no, the game seems to hate fillies. Seriously, remember, it took us like 20 in-game years until we actually got a filly from breeding. We were just getting non-stop colts for breeding years, for 20 breeding years, basically. And then when you look in the market for a filly, there's none available. Clearly, Tecmo had a weird anti-filly thing going on back then. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a tad bit disappointing because, you know, when you need fillies, you would like to be able to acquire them in the market, but they're literally just not there. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, that's out of my control. I'm going to pay 50 cents to win this open on the dirt. Cool. Like I said, let's just get wins. I'm just trying to win with great answer anywhere and everywhere. Like, I wonder if we could set records in the process. That would kind of be actually kind of sweet. Well, that would be, I think, a cool thing to try to acquire. So if I run him as a front runner, he will get second win. I'm actually going to try that since we're running on the dirt here. I'm just trying to get him in front. Will he get second wind at all? I don't know how to really, I mean, I've never used second wind in this game. I don't know how far out you need to be. I know how to do it in 2004, but this game might be a little different with it. There we go. Yo, Great Dancer is funny, man. This horse is really funny, honestly. It's just, it's not even a, it's just, it's too easy. It's actually too easy. It's not. It just feels like you like put like a horse with like 99 stats in every category in the game. That's what he feels like. Like this dude is like Secretariat, but like legitimately like perfect, like a perfect Secretariat. But like a different, it just, he has that dominance, but he's way stronger. 11 length winner over Silver Type. Great Dancer's probably getting Horse of the Year. It doesn't matter what else we do. He's getting Horse of the Year. He's probably, he could win. Yeah, he could be on half of the board by himself, honestly. It seems like it's going to be that type of year with him. Like, there won't be a single horse I'll probably win more races in a single year than this horse. Great Answer. Like, I'm really going to go for 30 races. I am. I'm going to go for 30 races, and that's just minimum. I feel like he could do more. But I'm definitely going to go for 30. Keep in mind, some horses take like 3 to 5 years to race 30 times, depending on their growth type and their health rating, right? So he's going to get that in 1 year, easily. Okay, he actually needs a couple weeks off here. At this point, I'm actually going to save him for a grade. Well, there's no grade ones for him anyways. I lied. All right, grade 2, 10 furlongs. Top 3 go to the Zelly Cup. Perfect. That's all Great Dancer really needs to be doing anyways, right? Oh, new month. Shop probably looks exactly the same. Yeah, no, I think we still have to wait. I can just, there's no fillies in there, guys. There's none, okay? No fillies. None. There's no horses in here, hardly. I think we have to wait until, obviously, the new 2-year-old's debut. It feels like such a long way from now. Usually a very patient person, but it would be nice to find another like in-game filly, but like they're not popping up in the shop. That's the only way I can get them. So we're just gonna have original fillies until then. HRGR up in the Queen Stakes. She's running with the gals here, 3-year-old fillies. She is the favorite by quite the margin. She shouldn't struggle with anybody in this field. She's on a roll, 85 speed, 70 stamina, 79 guts. Our girl's got heart, and she's extremely fast. That last race, she absolutely closed down all the way from the back, so she is not deterred by anything. Kramer's King's still not popping up in my game. It's infuriating. He's not popping up in my game like at all, man. It's so annoying. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do, man. It's fine. Yeah, original fillies is what we're going to have to rely on. There she goes. Oh, she's so tough, man. HRG Arrow is so tough. She does not like losing. These are my favorite type of horses to play with in Gallop Racer. Horses that have that type of determination and get that ability. I love that running style, man. That's so fun for me. Because, like, you're doing overtaking as well, right? We're not, like, in first place and then just running off into the sunset. We're still overtaking a couple of horses at least. I mean, she literally split those two horses and just took off and left them in the dust, man. HRG Arrow is cracked. Wow. Another grade 3 victory for her. That's 3. So she is becoming the grade 3 queen. From Electric Arrow by Frugal Arc. Yeah. That's a pretty dangerous horse, man, right? That's the thing. We're technically creating better in-game fillies with our original fillies. You know, like, they're actually becoming much stronger now. So, like, technically, an in-game filly, if I could find one in the market, would just diversify, you know, some lines for us. But, like, we would be taking a step back in quality. HRG Arrow and Ready for Combat both are really solid and fantastic fillies that are strong. 6 races out of 7 have been wins with 1 grade 1. She hasn't finished worse than second. So yeah, HRG Arrow looking amazing. Kind of want to run her in another grade 3. Because she can race about 30 to 40 times. I want to give her quite the resume, so I want to race with her a lot. Especially since she can't run like long distances, we really need to run in as many miles and shorter sprints as possible with her. Maximize that speed. Again, she's going to be the favorite. There's no horse better than her right now. She's really strong, man. I mean, she's carrying basically a 10-pound handicap, 15-pound handicap even over some of these horses, and she's still the favorite by a margin. Electric Arrow and Frugal Arc, that is the hack. Feel free to try it yourself, improvise it with your own horses, but yeah, Electric Arrow and Frugal Arc produced this absolute bolt of lightning in HRG Arrow. Hey, what are you doing? Shut up. Oh, he didn't actually say it. That's surprising. I must have just caught it in time. And remember, she's like the new channel. I would consider her like the community horse, essentially. Like, I wanted her to be the embodiment of the HRG community, hence why I named her HRG Arrow. I feel like she's doing a pretty good job so far. Showing that consistency, being very reliable. She's tough. Like I said, I love being able to overtake with horses that have a great guts rating, you know, that they just dig in. Because you're actually able to pass horses, which is fun for me to do, personally. I like the overtaking function in racing. She's going to get up there to clear that easily. Not at 100%, and still win that. HRG Arrow, amazing. Back-to-back grade 3 victories, 1 week after the other. That's what you would expect from a horse from Frugal Arc and Electric Arrow, man. They're both very solid, top to bottom, pretty much. So that's that consistency you would expect to have. Getting it done, making it look easy. Now she'll probably require a break, so probably could be, I suppose, a good stopping point. No, we have another race with who? Oh, we're in March. I didn't realize we were in March already. So we've been racing her quite a bit. She's okay. She'll need some time off. And then we'll get her back rolling in April. For the second cup. Yeah, definitely. Be a little bit longer distance. I feel like we've just been running her at a mile. Yeah, we've strictly been running her at miles, but she has 71 stamina. She's getting faster. Her power is about to hit 70. She'll be able to handle 10 furlongs. That's not too much of a stretch. So she'll be ready. So actually, yeah, we can run with Great Answer again. Just continue on this winning streak with him. It's making it look easy, man. It really is, though. It's not even a challenge. The horse is cracked. Not such a heavy favorite today, though. Competitive field. And granted, this is his first grade 2. He's just been running in opens, essentially. And then I think, the one grade 3 or whatever. Yeah. This is his toughest race to date. And some decent grade 2 horses in here, to be honest. Brighter Gate, Horse Cadet, Northern Rock. Those are some decent grade 2 horses to keep in mind. Common Death as well. So 3-year-old Colts, but he should have this in the bag. Yeah, should have this in the bag. 83K. It's really criminal how badly they rate horses sometimes. Really bad, man. Doesn't even make sense. I definitely don't want to chase the leaders, so they're going to be trying to... If Brighter Gate and Captain Emerald want to do that, I have no desire. Like, I could join in that, but, I feel like that's a bad idea, so I'm just going to chill back here. I was actually going to go for the lead, but not if the AI were going to be running, that far ahead. I have no desire for that. So apparently Great Answer wants to be no worse than 3rd. Alright, bro. I hear you. Apparently he wants to still be in the mix at the front, even if they're running pretty fast. He's like, I still want to be there. I still want a part of that. Guy's a go-getter. I cannot hate on him for it. Kind of want to split horses here, so I'm going to be patient. But it's not really happening. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go. Pull away. Getting a late run from the 7 back there. But no, Great Answer's got it all under control. And he pulls away as soon as we flatten out. Great Answer. Grade 2 victory. 4 for 4. Keeps it rolling. Man. Great Answer is just amazing, dude. That's amazing. I am excited just to see how many wins we can get with him and what his record could be. He's probably going to be an awesome stud. I just want to get horses with a longer growth type out of it, so I'm just going to have to figure out how to tweak it. But, yeah, he'll definitely be worth it for breeding. And then, again, just figuring out the best way to try to extend that growth type. Technically speaking, I think he'd have to have a daughter. No, I think about it. It's like he would have to have a daughter, and then the original daughter, I think, would have to have a son. That would come from another stud that actually has a sustained growth type. So basically, with Great Answer, the secret is just to, again, have him hopefully produce a original filly. We'll have to breed her with an in-game stud that has a sustained growth type. And then hopefully the stats of his daughters, whatever he has, the stats of his daughter will pass through to her, and then from her they'll pass through to his future grandson or granddaughter, and that grandson or granddaughter of this horse could end up having a sustained growth type. If we use, obviously, a stud with that type of growth type during that time. So it would take, 2 generations worth. But we could get it. In 2 generations, we could take these stats and turn it from early growth type to sustained. But first of all, he has to have a filly. He could have a son, and then his son is just going to inherit the same early growth type, so we'll kind of be stuck in that loop. So I'm hoping he has a filly whenever we retire him for breeding. That would certainly give us the benefit of taking his stats and giving an early, I mean not an early growth type, but removing the early growth type and giving it. He can already be retired. He's barely 3 years old. He can already be retired. Insane. I mean, to be honest with you, I always sometimes forget that sometimes if you race horses past their primes in this game, I feel like sometimes it can reward you for that in little ways. I certainly shouldn't actually retire him quicker. I should race him as long as I can. I do feel like sometimes that can help. Because most of the time, once horses get past their peaks, we don't race them too far beyond that, unless they're really, you know, unique, right? Most of the time, we retire them pretty quickly. If I race him for a couple years beyond, that could really benefit him. Eagle Stakes for the GWS. He needs some points. It might break his winning streak, not that I really care. But he's got a, yeah, like I said, this is the year to go for it, so I think actually it'll be fun to end with those 2 races. So the Royal Cup for King Lark, get himself another sprint, grade 1, and then Great Dancer kicking off the GWS and the Eagle Stakes. Yep, just gonna have to wait till July for new 2-year-olds. That's annoying, but I'm just curious to see which studs are being taken, or what colts are being taken off the board. But King Lark Royal Cup, 6 furlongs, full field of 14. Kinky Crown is here. Running Smile, Best Navy. Some good horses, but we're pretty clear. White Stage is technically the 2nd favorite, so we shouldn't really struggle. See King Lark. He doesn't look super like super double S statistically, but he's very strong. Clearly. Very strong, good quality. So he's there. May not appear like it, but again, I feel like all of our horses are double S, but the game keeps them at A because apparently they're still not doing well enough to be considered S and double S ranked horses. Just another thing to add to the many list of crimes against Tecmo for being too critical with horse ratings in this game. I have the list going. Nah, in all honesty, it's really fine. Yeah, it's kind of irritating because it doesn't really make sense logically, but I mean, I think it keeps you motivated to continue to try to produce, you know, really strong horses. It could be a way of them making you a better gamer and a better player at this game by really thinking about your breeding and making sure that you're producing strong horses by using really good, compatible, and strong parents. Like I said, in 2004, you can do so many, you can breed 8 horses, you know, you can have 8 pairings for breeding a year. You can kind of get stuck on that, you know what I mean? You can kind of get a little bit distracted and maybe not have the perfect breeding, but I feel like in 2003, because you only have 1 pair, you have to get the perfect breeding. And King Lark runs away with that. No surprise, the dude is really fast at a mile sprinting distance. He's the grandson of Mad Courage, so speed is the name of the game for him and his family. And that's not an exaggeration. King Lark gets it done. Royal Cup winner, makes it look easy. Yeah, these horses are really good, man. I cannot believe how undervalued I still think the game is treating them. Just give them their dues, that's all I'm saying. Beautiful Royal Cup victor there for King Lark. Sprint title is what we're going for, so I think he'll still need, I think he still needs 4 wins at that distance, so we still have a grind to go. All right, let's rush to the video with Great Answer. His first actual major competition here. We're jumping right into the deep end. So, as you can see, he has mesh name in this field. Never even heard of that horse. Scarlet Jewel is here. Cosmic Glory, clear asset. Cosmic Glory could actually play spoiler to us today. 6 furlongs on the dirt. Cosmic Glory is actually 5 pounds advantage over us. We're carrying a 5-pound handicap over that horse, so it should still be fine. Great Answer is really crazy. I wonder if this race I would benefit at running at the front. I'm sure I would. If we can take the lead properly, I should say. 6 furlongs, though. This race is going to go by in a flash, man. We are in Dubai here for the Eagle Stakes. Cosmic Glory with the record, great. So that's definitely the horse to beat. Alright, let's push, let's push, let's push, let's push. Oh, let's push the tempo, let's push the tempo. Let's see how they react. Yeah, they're running pretty hard out there, man. Okay. Well, I mean, they're running faster than I was anticipating. I think it's probably a faster pace, so that's fine. I mean, the last Great Answer has to go out on a complete surge. Better advantage he has to really tear away once I get him going, man. You know what I mean? Like, it benefits us if he doesn't really run in first place because he really is saving more and then he pulls away like this. What do they mean, like, close? Cosmic Glory is a great horse, but got smoked. Got smoked in Dubai. Great Answer is not taking any losses, man. He's not. Great Answer is cracked. It is insane. Wow. Yeah, that's an insane win, man. Oh my gosh. Great Answer. Gets it done. Wins the Eagle Stakes and is ahead in the GWS dirt. Of course, we only really, and he sets the record. Destroys Cosmic Glory's record by 3.5 lengths. Oh man, Great Answer is insane. He really is. I just figure a horse this good, this is what should be happening, right? So, like I said, just trying to win as much as I can. Wow. We really could have been, like, much more heavily favored in that race. Because that wasn't even close. Like, I was expecting a little bit more of a fight from Cosmic Glory. The horse was clearly the second best horse in the field, but was no competition for Great Answer. So, 2 for 2 for the boys there. Great Answer. It's going to be tied with Rich Episode for first place in the GWS dirt. Wow. Absolutely amazing, man. 5 wins. Doing such great things. He's got his grade 3 victory. He's got a grade 2. Now obviously just receiving his first grade 1. So on that note, guys, that is going to do it. Appreciate your love and support. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the longer episode. Obviously, I think we got a lot of winning done and a lot of good winning. So, yeah, we are on a good roll here for year 47 in this playthrough. Appreciate you guys for love and support. But until next time, horse racing ever sent out. I'll be a rain for that today. I'll see you later, and goodbye.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.